be if John would like to do a song from this book. I can do that as a third one, if you would like to.
Okay.
Hi. I have performance art collection books from past years, chapter 18, 28, 38, 48 series, and these are from shows in Chicago, which is why I've got a Chicago skyline cover on it for chapter 48, volume 1. And this has material from a bunch of different shows from my past, and I'm going to choose things from different shows for you. This first one was Striking with Nature and Humanity. I had to read outside in Evanston, and this was one of the ones I read. And it's called I Want. I want a big house with filtered central air, and I want a big lawn so I can recreate nature. And I want a big fence so I'll know what's mine. And I want the evergreens trimmed in neat little balls because it has to look neat. Plant everything in a row. And I want to spray chemicals on my lawn to keep the dandelions away. And I want a big plastic lobster bib, and I want to overover my fancy dress in the fancy restaurant. And don't forget the $100 champagne. And I want a big fat car, and I want someone else to drive it for me. And I want 2 kids, 1 boy, 1 girl, and I want a nanny to take care of them for me. I want to be famous. I want everyone to love me. I want it. I want it all. This one mentions Christmas, and it's sad, and I dropped a post. I'll get that later. It's called Coquinas, and what was crazy is it's a kind of shell that I would find in Naples, Florida. And when I went to New Orleans for Halloween this year, we stopped at a bar, and we ran into 2 people that were there for the weekend from Naples. Like, you're kidding me. You're from Naples, Florida. Hey, and at the pier and on the north side, you've got the Coquinas. I'm talking all these weird little details, and it just blew my mind, and I just ran into, in a different town, people from the place where I would spend my winter holidays. This is called Coquinas. I can't imagine the number of times I've been there. Visiting Florida, Christmas with my parents, a plastic tree decorated with sand dollars and red ribbons. Eating Christmas dinner, listening to Johnny Mathis. And after the Irish coffee, father with his brandy snifter in hand, mother and the other girls putting away the dishes. The carolers would come, walking in front of our home, singing, "We wish you a Merry Christmas," over and over again. We would walk outside, and the cool breeze almost felt like Christmas after the hot, humid days. And we would stand on our driveway, smile and nod. You could see down the street all the candles and paper bags lining the streets, and for a few lights, the bag burned. And we would take boat rides off the coast, my parents and their friends, to a tiny island. Dad drinking beer, sometimes steering the boat, in control. The women sitting together in the shade, worrying about their hair. I would sit in the front, sunglasses, swimsuit, and sunburn, feeling the wind slapping me in the face, and turning my head away from the boat, into the wind, away from them, to face it again. Docking at the shoreline, everyone jumping out, little bags in their hands. The women go looking for shells. The men go barbecue. After an hour or 2, the sandwiches, potato chips eaten, the soda and beer almost gone, we turn around and head back. We have conquered. And I remember the Coquinas, the little shells. You could find them alive on the beaches north of the pier in Naples. Going to the beach, I would look for a spot to find them. They were all my own. They burrowed their way into the sand to avoid the light, worming their way away from me. I unearthed a group of Coquinas once, fascinated by the color of their shells, the way they moved before they could hide. I collected them in a jar, took them home with me. What did you teach me? What have you taught me to do? Is this it? Is this what has become? Is this what has become of me, of you, of us? And I took them home. I added salt water and sand, but I realized I couldn't feed them, and soon they would die. So I let them. on. Do you have your strap on? Oh, groovy. This is the last one. That was actually from a show that was called IPB, Impromptu Poetry on the Beach. There was a beach feature I had, but the reader, which is like the Chronicle in Chicago, they put the wrong date, like on a Wednesday. And I'm like, she's like, well, it says the wrong day, so, well, you've got two if you want to go. Nobody will probably be there on a Wednesday. But so I went and I did impromptu things, and that was from that show for that one. And this is actually from a beach feature that I called a very Goth Beach Feature, because I just where I had rose stems that I gave to everyone, the dead flowers, and wore black, and it's just what I called it. It was all it was. It's just hanging out. But this was something that we played for that, and it's called Tightrope Affair. Thank you, gentlemen.
See if my fingers will work.
I play the game and it gets to you, but you can't say a word, you can't move an inch, cause you can't break the rules. I know what to say, I know what to do, and it sets you on fire. I have to play on what you like to see what you can take, and I walk out onto that tightrope to watch you move and shake. But now we're both stuck there, and here's where you quake. But you can't fall from this wire. We're walking a fine line in our tightrope affair. There's no net when you're high, so you better beware. Do you know how it feels when you're making your moves and balancing in that tightrope affair? When you're up on the wire, you feel the fire and you feel the fear, but you're filled with desire, you want to go higher whenever we're near. What will transpire now that we're here? What can we do to make us right? When we gracefully step on that paper-thin wire, we're balancing high. We look to the ground, see a circus of clowns as we're touching the sky. Now we both tightrope walk, and I wonder why we can't bring it all into the light. We're walking a fine line in our tightrope affair. There's no net when you're high, so you better beware. Do you know how it feels when you're making your moves and bouncing out that tightrope affair? We're walking a fine line in our tightrope affair. There's no net when you're high, so you better beware. Do you know how it feels when you're making your moves and bouncing out that tightrope affair? Yeah.
Kuypers and John Yatko.